Welcome back to Tailosive Tech, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're talking about my top 3 best vertical Qi chargers. I know it seems specific, but with Face Unlock becoming a more and more common thing, we have front-facing fingerprint readers now, except they don't support wireless charging, OnePlus, so never mind with that. But to me, vertical Qi chargers are the best ones because on your nightstand, you can easily tap the display, turn the phone on, and see if there's any messages. You don't have to lift the phone off a regular flat Qi charger, and these vertical ones allow for the phone to be pointed directly at you, so you can tap on the display, and the phone just unlocks, hopefully if you have a good biometric. And the first one on the list is the one that I've owned for the longest, and that is a dual coil fast wireless charger made by Ravpower. So I've had this charger for not quite a year, but we're getting there. This has been around my office and my house for a long time. It ships with a 24 watt charge brick, and yet is able to transmit all that power through a micro USB port. So while all 3 of the chargers I'm talking about today are pretty good, this one's probably the worst because how I rate all of my wireless chargers comes down to how they look and how they work. And of course, when it comes to wireless charging, they all work fine. You know, you can drop your phone on any 3 of these, both in the horizontal or the vertical position, and they will still keep on charging. They all 3 support the fast wireless charging standards, which means all 3 of them should work on any phone that has Qi charging, except for the Razer phone 2. But the big difference between all these is how they handle the charging indicators. Yeah, this is really sad, but most companies out there that are making really cheap Qi chargers that, you know, you drop your phone on and they start charging, it's really nice. It's really convenient. They all make the same mistake that I personally feel is really easy for them not to do. It's the charging light. See, it may not seem like a big deal on your desk to have another light that glows repeatedly throughout the day because it's a small light, it's not very bright. But a lot of these things I've used as my nightstand wireless charger, which means that when you're trying to sleep, these lights will light up the entire room and be flashing constantly. And there's a lot of Qi chargers out there that do a terrible job of this. They have really bright lights or really repetitive lights, and that's why I'm not the biggest fan of the Ravpower charger, because it does this as well. This is one of the, you could call it 7 deadly sins, I guess, of wireless chargers out there. Having this green light flash repeatedly whenever you're trying to sleep is very distracting, especially in a dark room, which makes this Qi charger good. It works reliably, and it's on Amazon for about $30. It's cool that it comes with the charge brick, and you can get it in 2 different color options. So, works reliably, charges fast, but design-wise, it is a little bit clunky. It's kind of bulky. It's made of plastic. It charges via micro USB, which in my opinion is not the best port. I'm all about Team USB-C. I would rather have USB-C if I can get it. In full disclosure, the Ravpower charger was sent to me by the company. They didn't pay me anything saying I have to follow a certain script. They just sent it to me. But to make all of this completely fair, actually all 3 of the wireless chargers we're talking about today were sent to me by the company that makes them. So the Pixel stand, that was included in the Team Pixel box, and the Witty charger was also sent to me by Witty. So there's no personal preference there. To me, all of these devices were free, but I'm still taking their prices into consideration. So that brings me to, I think, what the best wireless charger available is. That is the Google Pixel stand. Yeah, I know. I hate on Google a lot and all of their hardware, but to me, the one thing that they absolutely got right was this wireless charging stand. So obviously it has some features if you pair it with your Pixel. It's able to activate a different mode on your phone, can change colors and have slideshows and go through photos and stuff like that. I don't really care about that though. I just want my phone to charge both in vertical and horizontal, which the Pixel stand definitely does. And what it gets right that the Ravpower didn't is 1, it charges via USB-C, although they do put it in kind of a weird location. They have to have like this hollowed out circle underneath the charge pad. And by the way, the bottom of the charge pad is bizarrely bright orange. Not sure why they went with that color, but I guess that's Google's design scheme. And you have to kind of feed the USB-C cable through the Pixel stand to the point that it can become kind of awkward to unplug and plug in, but I guess you're not doing it often, so no big deal. And the charge indicator light on the Pixel stand is the best method of doing it I've ever seen. You drop your phone on the Pixel stand, there's a tiny, very dim light that lights up just for a couple of seconds, and then it turns off right away, and that's exactly how any Qi charger should charge. I don't know why everyone got on this bandwagon that they needed to have indicator lights on their Qi chargers, because we know when our phone's charging, our phone will tell us. It lights up, it usually makes a sound, You can see the charging indicator light up. So why do we need our Qi chargers to also light up at all? I know there's some Qi chargers out there that probably don't have lights, period. And a lot of you have likely already commented, just grab some electrical tape and tape over it. Yes, you can do that. Looks a little clunky, probably gets hot, and then will start to peel off over a bit. But yes, if you want to do the DIY method, you have the right to repair your charging indicator light by spray painting it over or taping it over. Yes, you can do that. Now, the Pixel stand I also think is the most beautiful of all the Qi chargers I've ever used. It's very slim, it's very clean, it's made out of premium materials. It is kind of a rubber silicone feeling, but in my experience has been incredibly durable and maintains that minimalist, fashion-friendly looking charge stand, which I just think they did an amazing job on, which they would have paid as much attention on the phone itself. And when you're using the Pixel 3 XL, the Pixel stand is actually sleek enough and small enough so that you can drop the phone charger on there, but still reach the fingerprint reader on the back. But I have to specify this is only an option when you buy the $900 Pixel 3 XL. If you buy the $800 Pixel 3, it's too small and you can't reach the fingerprint reader because the Pixel stand starts to cover it up, which means that yes, if you want to unlock your Pixel while it's on the Pixel stand, you have to pick up the phone and then unlock it with your fingerprint because there's no form of face unlock on the Pixel 3. Whereas using the Pixel stand with my iPhones have been great because I just tap the display, it's already pointed at my face, and it just unlocks immediately. So good design choices, but ultimately, while I'm happy that they shipped the Pixel stand with the charge brick, and I'm happy it's USB-C, and I'm happy it's so minimal and the charging light isn't intrusive, they got a lot of it right. It is $80, which in my opinion, while it is the best Qi charger out there, and if anyone gives this to you for free, that's amazing. Luckily, I have two of them. Both of them were given to me by different people, but both were free. This is a pretty highly priced Qi charger that doesn't really do anything that much drastically than other ones available. So Pixel stand's definitely cool, but for 80 bucks, I don't know. I get it that my message on this channel is worth is subjective, but that seems pretty steep given the next Qi charger that I'm going to talk about. But not even that. Just mention that the Ravpower you could buy two of and still have more money left over than just buying one Pixel stand. So while it may look good and it may work good, how badly do you really want that Google Pixel stand? If you're not that adamant about having the best looking Qi charger, just pass. $80, it's cool, but $80, that's just too much. I honestly think Google could benefit a lot from lowering that price to maybe $50, I think would be more reasonable, even $60. But yeah, $80 to me is just crazy. But now comes to my actual favorite of the three Qi chargers we're talking about today. This one's made by Witty, and of course it was sent to me, like I said. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing it, but that's just how I think it's pronounced. I think they make a very clean yet affordable, perfect mix of all Qi chargers put together. So it's vertical, of course, so you can use this on your desk or your nightstand, and it works great with iPhones, Pixels, Galaxies. It charges via USB-C, so it's in favor of the best port. It supports fast wireless charging, supports it in both horizontal and vertical. And while they do, of course, ship the cable for the charger, probably the one downside of the Witty charger is they do not ship it with a charge brick. So this is probably more appealing to people who are using it at their desk because you already have a computer. Maybe you can plug it in via one of your spare USB ports if you have one. But if you were hoping that this one would include a brick so that you could plug it directly into the wall, it doesn't come with one. So that's the downside. But you'll have plenty of money left over to buy one because this is the cheapest Qi charger you can get, starting at under $20 on Amazon. And it comes in three colors. They have this blue color, they have a pink color, and the black color. All of them are slightly different prices on Amazon, but most of them are under $20, and that means that you can get three of these things. Technically, if you don't factor in tax or shipping or anything, you could get 4 Witty chargers for the price of one Pixel stand. And the way they handle the charging indicator light is really, really good. I don't think it's the best. They could have done a little bit better, but it's still excellent. So when you drop your phone on a Witty charger, the light on it is incredibly dim. It's not bright at all. It's not flashing, but it will turn on and let you know that the Qi charger is giving off a charge. And then after 3 minutes go by, the charge light will actually turn off, which is great because if you want to use the Witty charger by your nightstand, there won't be some blinding light keeping you awake at night. So in my opinion, the Witty charger out of the three I'm talking about today is the best one you can buy. I don't really gain anything if you buy any of these things. I don't do the Amazon affiliate stuff. I probably should. But if you want to check it out, be sure to search it on Amazon because I think design-wise, it still looks very clean. It still looks very minimal. It is made of plastic. It may not feel as premium as a Pixel stand, but you're not holding these things every single day. They kind of just sit on your nightstand or your desk, and they're just really, really functional for keeping your phone juiced up and juiced up fast and in multiple different methods and doing it efficiently. So those are my 3 top wireless chargers. Are there any that you really recommend that I didn't talk about? Feel free to let me know in the comments below, as well as your other Tailosive Tech viewers in the comments. This is your Apple Sheep here. I'll see you in the next one.